Ethan Carter had just purchased 1,500 acres of untouched land outside a wealthy HOA community. The property included forests, rivers, and mountain views. What nobody bothered to check was the deed. And hidden inside that paperwork was one detail that would soon shock an entire neighborhood. Before signing the purchase agreement, Ethan spent weeks reviewing maps and property records. Most buyers focus on the land itself. Ethan focused on access points. That habit would later save him millions. Buried inside decades-old records was a surprising discovery. The only road entering the HOA crossed an old steel bridge. And according to county records, that bridge sat entirely on Ethan's newly acquired property. Nobody in the HOA seemed aware of it. Across the river sat a luxury HOA community. Residents enjoyed private roads and expensive homes. Many believed they controlled everything around them, including land they didn't actually own. Soon after Ethan moved in, HOA leaders began discussing his property. They disliked his trucks, equipment, and development plans. Even though his land sat completely outside HOA jurisdiction, Linda Harper decided she would confront him directly. The first confrontation happened near the bridge. Linda demanded Ethan follow HOA rules. Ethan calmly explained he wasn't part of the HOA. Linda refused to accept the answer a week later. Ethan received an HOA violation notice, then another, and another. The problem was simple. The HOA had absolutely no authority over his property. Instead of arguing, Ethan gathered evidence. He reviewed every deed, easement, and county filing. The deeper he looked, the stronger his position became. And the worse things would become for the HOA. County archives confirmed the original survey. The bridge belonged to Ethan's property. No shared ownership existed. No HOA ownership existed either. For the first time, Ethan realized the full significance. Every resident, every delivery truck, every contractor used that bridge daily. Convinced she was right, Linda hired the HOA's attorney. A formal legal threat was drafted and delivered to Ethan. The board expected him to back down immediately. Instead, Ethan quietly smiled when he read it. Ethan forwarded the letter to his attorney. Within days, a detailed response was prepared. It included surveys, deeds, county filings, and ownership records. Every document pointed to the same conclusion. When the HOA received the response, the mood changed instantly. Several board members looked nervous. The evidence was overwhelming. For the first time, doubt entered the room. Word began spreading to the neighborhood. Residents started asking questions. Many had assumed the HOA owned the bridge. Now they weren't so sure. Independent surveyors were hired to settle the matter. They spent days examining property lines. Every measurement was carefully documented. The results would be difficult to dispute. The final survey confirmed Ethan's records. The bridge stood entirely on his property. There was no shared ownership, and no HOA ownership whatsoever. Despite the findings, Linda refused to back down. She insisted the HOA would prevail. Some residents believed her. Others began losing confidence. County officials were asked to verify the records. They examined decades of filings and surveys. The conclusion matched every previous report. The bridge belonged to Ethan. The dispute became local news. People throughout the county started talking about it. Many couldn't believe such a critical structure had been overlooked. Yet the paperwork was undeniable. As the battle continued, legal bills grew larger. The HOA's budget began feeling the pressure. Residents noticed increasing expenses. Questions became harder to avoid. Homeowners demanded a full explanation. Many wanted to know why so much money was being spent. Others questioned whether the fight made sense at all. The board faced growing resistance. Rather than escalate the conflict, Ethan proposed a solution. Residents could continue using the bridge. A simple access agreement would protect everyone involved. It was a reasonable compromise. Linda rejected the proposal immediately. She believed accepting it would appear weak. Several board members disagreed. The division inside the HOA deepened. Then another discovery surfaced. Older records connected the bridge directly to Ethan's parcel. The new evidence strengthened his position even further. The HOA's case continued collapsing. Behind closed doors, the HOA attorney delivered difficult news. The odds of winning were extremely low. Continuing the fight carried serious financial risks. Some board members wanted out. An emergency meeting was called. Residents demanded accountability. Voices rose throughout the room. The board struggled to maintain control. AS records were examined. Homeowners uncovered troubling facts. Important information had never been shared openly. Many felt misled. Trust in leadership began disappearing. Support for Linda collapsed. Former allies distanced themselves. Residents wanted new leadership. The fight she started had backfired completely. The final legal confirmation arrived. Ownership records were upheld. Ethan's rights over the bridge were officially recognized. The dispute was effectively over. In the end, the bridge remained exactly where it had always been. The difference was that everyone finally understood who owned it. The residents kept their access. And Ethan proved that facts matter more than assumptions. Like this story? Hit subscribe.